What's up, YouTube? I am back with another Cook With Me video. And today we are going to be making egg rolls. Homemade egg rolls. So right now I am getting ready to cut up our cabbage. It's been rinsed off and ready to be cut. And we're going to cut up an onion and we're going to rinse off our bean sprouts. All right, and over here I have our chicken and shrimp. Can you see it? Chicken and shrimp, and I have put this on there. It's a casserole season, and it's almost like a Cajun type of vibe, and pepper, and of course garlic powder. And I got that seasoning already on our chicken and shrimp. Cabbage chopped up. We got our onions. We got some green onions just because I had some. I don't typically normally put them in there, but we had them, so we're gonna use them. And we got our chicken and shrimp in here. So we're just gonna combine these. Put our veggies in here. Oh, and our bean sprouts are over here in the strainer. Gonna just combine it, and I made this like so many times so I can kind of eyeball, so I really can't even tell you like how many like cups of cabbage. I just shred it because what you don't want to happen, you don't want to get holes in your egg roll wraps. It's gonna happen, but to prevent it, shred. This is the knife that I use. It's a veggie knife, and it kind of ripples, so it's not just, you know, cabbage is kind of hard, so it's not just, you know, like blunt cuts. So that does help, but even if you don't have it, I would just shred it, you know, as little as possible. Or I think they sell like the bags of shredded cabbage, like coleslaw cabbage. You could buy that. Bean sprouts, I'm gonna add them in. And I got those from the Korean grocery store. So they do not sell those in the store at Kroger or Walmart. You will not be able to find the bean sprouts. But you can find the egg roll wraps at Kroger, Walmart. The Korean store, I do not buy these from the Korean store because these are egg roll wrappers. At the Korean store, sometimes they have them, but if I go to Walmart or Kroger, before I go there, I just grab them there, you know, because I know that they have them. The Korean store does not always have them. They do. The couple times that I went there first and was just looking to see if they had them, they did not have them. They would have the spring wraps, the spring roll wraps, and those are not the same thing. They do not taste the same. They're not the same size. They're not the same density. No, they're not the same thing. So I use the egg roll wraps only. So I am going to mix all of this yummy goodness together, and I am going to put my grease. I have my grease here, my cast iron skillet. I am going to let that grease start to heat up slowly as I am wrapping. I like to put a few in at a time, and you know, use your tongs to turn them over when they're golden. Cut your chicken up really small, really thin. You don't want it to be raw. So I would make sure that your chicken is cut thin and small, not like no little cube small, but just thin so it doesn't take so long for it to cook. Or you could cook your chicken before you put it in the mixture. I don't do it that way, but you could do it that way. I've never done it that way, but just an idea. Just make sure you cut your chickens thin so that it can cook quickly, and cut your cabbage, try to shred it. Now mine wasn't shredded, but just keep that, be mindful of, you're gonna roll these up in thin like wraps, so you don't want it to be too sharp and too thick. All right, so I'm gonna turn on the grease. I am going to wash off my cutting board, and then I'll be back with my wraps and my mixture all mixed together, and an egg. You're gonna beat 1 egg to put on the fold of the egg roll wraps to keep it together. So I'll be back. And we're gonna start from the bottom and fold the bottom up. All right, get a little egg on here. All right, roll it on its side. Bring that corner around. That's a better angle. Bring this corner around, like that. Make sure that you close all those little areas off. You see I'm squeezing all my stuff back, and I'm rolling it like that. Put your egg and roll it. And there's your egg roll. I'm gonna do it again from this angle. I like this angle a lot better. So, got my diamond shape. Put that on there. My egg on my corners. Go ahead and put that up there. Gonna roll it. Push that. That. Fold that in and roll it. Got your egg roll. See the sides tucked in. Again, because this, like I said, I have done this so many times, but your first time, they might look ugly, but you better eat them, because they're going to taste good. They're going to taste good. All right? But yeah, you just got to try and practice. And I would say even your first time, you might get 2 packs of wraps, just in case, because they do tear easily. They do tear easily. So, be careful with your bean sprouts too sticking out, because if they're poking out, they'll poke a hole right through your wrap. So, you just got to be careful. All right. I'm so happy about this angle, though. Seriously. All right. Fold that up. Boom. 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 Yes. Fold that up. Alright. So, you just gotta be careful and take precautions as far as chopping up your veggies and, all of that good stuff. And sometimes these stick together, and sometimes you just don't even want to fight with it because you'll tear them. So you might it'll be good, just a little bit thicker than if it's, if you know for sure if it's 2 stuck together, then you could really double up and make that a big juicy egg roll. And I've done that before. Because I told y'all I'm a carb person, so I like that breading. You know, so. Alright. Alright, YouTube, so I'm going to show you. Take it out. You're going to drain it. Drain some of that grease out. And this is probably a crazy way, but you got to get that grease, some of that grease out of there. So this is what I do. I literally use a Kroger bag, cut it open, unused. Okay, let's start there. It's unused. I always grab a couple bags because I use them for when I'm cooking fried chicken. I don't cook often, but when I do. So I let some of that grease drain out of there before I set it up somewhere. And I did disinfect. I will show you my disinfectant spray in my window. I cleaned and wiped down. Everybody knows I'm be playing with these germs. So yes, I'm just letting some of that grease drain out of there. You see that? Letting some of that grease drain out of there. Look, it's still coming. And I think that using tongs help because you're kind of squeezing some of that oil out of there. So yes. And so when I'm starting to do this, when I'm starting to take them out, I cut on my oven and have my oven on warm. And I'll turn these, so I'll do this, get another batch in, then come back and turn these the other way to drain any more oil out, and then I will put them in the oven. My oven is just going to be on keep warm while this batch is cooking. So this is batch number 2, and batch number 1 is over here. I am going to turn them upside down and let them drain for a few minutes, and then I will put them in the oven.